Uh-oh. Man, we're live.
Yeah, is right. Yeah, you're not seeing double, or wait, maybe
Yeah,
you are.
maybe.
Maybe you had too much to drink during the college football games today. You're seeing two of the same person, or maybe it's actually different people. You don't know. Episode 7, Scruff Enough. Next.
Believe they're looking up to me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now.
Yes, sir. This man doesn't need any introduction. He's introduced me enough times, but I'll do it. Daniel from Grindstone Grooming is the co-host for tonight's show. How you doing, brother?
I am here. I spent the day at a pumpkin patch. Did not get to wear a flannel. I was kind of upset. I have all these Dixon flannels, and I can't even wear them because it's 85 degrees still. But I did get to wear all the grindstone gear, so I'm happy.
It's always a good opportunity to wear the swag from your own company out.
Yes.
When people get a chance to, they say nice beard, and then you're like, oh, this is all mine.
Yeah,
typically, yeah. So,
mm-hmm.
Or they might notice it. Thomas, yeah,
yes.
2 great companies.
Mr. Vina, big huge supporter of the company. Love you guys. The Vina family have been very supportive of the company.
All of them, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Bearded Jedi, thanks for tuning in.
Oh, what's up, Mike?
Yeah. There's another Mike Vina, again, the family. Yeah.
Yep.
Mr. Brewer.
Mr. Brewer. Met him in person a couple weeks back in Nashville, Tennessee. We got a funny story. We'll talk about that. Yeah. Nashville.
I did see those photos. I was a little jealous. I get to the Midwest once a year, and then every when I leave, everybody does all the fun stuff. Chris, what's up, brother?
What's up, dad jokes?
Yeah, it's TikToks.
The guys that are in
Pumpkin
here, hit the share button. Go share this on your Instagram.
Yeah. So
let's get Matt to 100 subscribers tonight. Let's get this channel to 100 subscribers.
Yes, so anybody knows I have new T-shirts out. They're not biblically themed. They are brand new style of T-shirt. I got 4 different designs. If we get to 100 subscribers at any point during the show, we'll give out a shirt. So we're at 81 right now. If we get close, maybe I'll still do it. So share this out. Give us a like. We're not going to reach 2,200 like my man over here, but we'll get. We're going to try. We're going to try and get a little bit more,
dude. So funny story about that is I hit, like, in the last 30 days, I've gained like 40 subscribers just off the shorts. I've been releasing shorts on all different platforms, same one across all different ones, and it's been like the views have like shot up. I've had like 60,000 views in the last month, and I'm just like, hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I like the blue collar theme that you have going on with that, like all the little voiceovers, the videos.
Yeah.
While I'm plotting the ASMR takeover, doing something totally different. Go to Daniel for the daytime content while you're at work, and then when you want to go to sleep, I'll do some of this. I'll have a fake cut your beard if you want.
Yeah, there you go. Fake trim. Give you a cranial nerve exam.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to do any role play, by the way. Just I'm going to try no talking.
But you should.
Oh yeah, if they get any views, if it starts to take off, I'll be like wearing like a lab coat. Like, it's just gonna be silly. But this community would just clown me till the end.
Yeah, not necessarily clown you, man. You'll have a few people that are like, "Oh my God, he's seeing success," and I'm mad. But everybody else will just embrace it and be like, "Yeah, I didn't know I needed this."
That's normal.
The relaxing sounds of Bay Area Beard Company to put you to sleep.
Right. Okay. Beard of the North, Dan would make fun of me. Everyone else, there would be haters, but Dan would be the guy that would just be laughing the whole time. But supporting.
I mean, don't get me wrong, dude. Don't get me wrong. I'll be in your chat. I'll be in your comment section. Take your shirt off. Something weird, but like, other than that, it'd be all right.
I think you'd be too busy for that. You have had a lot going on. If anybody knows Daniel, he had a big hand in helping Bay Area Beard go since day one. Released how many cents with you on your channel?
4?
Yeah. I think there was a double release. I think we did Beach Dog for the Modeem release. Law, Exodus, Endor. Actually, all the really good cents.
Dude, I'm gonna say it right now, and I've told you this numerous times in phone text messages, phone conversations. Like, the Modine box was slept on, like hardcore. There was so many cents in there that just you wouldn't expect to work, and it did work. And like, I don't know, a lot of people may not know, but like, I've been a big fan of yours for a long time, like back before you had a website, like back when I was just trusting you, sending you money through PayPal type shit. So
don't PayPals.
Yeah. And I've always been a big fan. Like, you introduced me to the fruity scents when I was just really in the manly phase, the masculine, the ouds, the tobaccos, that type of stuff. And you're like, oh, check out this papaya, watermelon, cactus blossom. And I'm just like, what?
You're not even naming what I thought I remember you telling me your favorite was the honeydew one. That was like your, you like Horeb should have been brought back a long time ago. The melon has done well. Like, I've seen other companies release melon scents and they've done pretty good. So
not in the same way you've done it though. So, I've always been a fan of your mixology, how you mix, what you mix. Like, and even though I'm always in your ear, like, oh, you need to release more cologne. You're like, but I have my style. And I'm just like, but not everybody wants to smell jelly donuts and lemon croissants. But they work. So I'm good with it.
And you know what? Like, every time I create a scent, I go, all right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do something that's going to be more cologne based. But then there's a couple of customers that go, I don't like cologne at all in my beard oil. And then, so it's a little known fact that, like, I mean, most, if not, other than probably Gad, which was the Fruit Loops theme scent, like, I slip cologne in all of everything. So there's going to be a layer of a cologne which has a ton of notes in it. And, I always think of you or Dan or anybody else that wants something masculine. Even if I'm doing a fruity scent, it should have some sort of layer of cologne in it. So, but what I like about you is you've not come to the dark side yet, or the light side, I think.
No, the light side, no. Oh, now this, not to do a shameless plug, this is not the typical scent that I make. Like, when I went to make this scent, I could have went the safe route and put pumpkin or some type of apple cider or, something spicy in there. And there's nothing like that in this. Like, this smells like real fall. Like, if you're walking through the woods, it smells like fall. You can smell the fallen leaves. There's a green note to it. There's a damp ground, soil. And yeah, like, it's totally different. Like, I'm super proud of this scent, like, when it comes to mixing.
That's what I liked about your scents is I think I told you that yours, your one scent was mild. And I meant that in, like, where my scents can be like layered, where you get different things at different times. Yours blends so perfectly together in one thing. And you smell everything at once, Whereas mine, I feel like you get something in the beginning and then that drops off, and then you get this thing and then this thing, where, and it's not on purpose. It really is on accident. But when I smell yours are so structured so similarly, and there's not a massive difference in the sense, but they're enough to make you really, really enjoy them, and they're their own thing. Every one I've gotten has that edginess to it that really does fit the blue collar, the Grindstone name. I've been a big fan. I have everything, I think, except the unscented, and I didn't pick up Rebel because I have your other tobacco one, but now I kind of want that one.
Well, the Rebel's totally different. It is different in so many ways. It's more of a tobacco scent, as to where I've had people say that Smooth Operator almost gives them a barbershop vibe. It's got like a powdery, that powdered scent, and that's the yuzu. The yuzu like breaks that tobacco and that vanilla. It just like breaks it apart and makes it into something totally different, which is what I was trying to go for, man. When I released my scents, I'd heard too many people say, I want to see something different. Like everybody makes the same scents and everybody's not like, so I tried to go different. And then some people are just like, I think you maybe went too different. Because like when I did a citrus scent, I didn't do your typical citrus scent. I did something totally different. Like I'm using lime, I'm using mandarins. Like I'm not using oranges and lemon and apple. Like it's just, yeah.
You know, you took a jab at pumpkin spice, but I have to say it's been my hottest release. Mike will verify that. It's
Well,
been,
I mean,
and I didn't expect it, and I wanted it to be a coffee, but it ended up being like a pumpkin ale. But that's, you know what, I went basic for Halloween. I didn't really, and I brought back Scorned, so I went fun with that one.
Well, see, when I did the Goose Sickle, that's the signature scent for Goose 2659, social media guy, just lives right down the road from me. Huge guy, huge personality. He's like, I want to do like an orange dream sickle. And I'm just like, well, if I'm going to do it, dude, I'm not going to lie. I can't stand that scent, but I'm going to do it my way. I'm going to make it the truest form of orange dream sickle I could possibly make it. So I went through so many different fragrances and so many different mixes and ratios. And finally we came to one, and he's like, dude, this smells just like it. And he's sitting there eating one and like smelling it. And he's like, it's the same thing. I'm just like, good. That's all I needed. We'll release it.
Yeah. That's if you do a creamsicle or you do a bomb pop or something, like you can do it your way, but that's like what people ultimately want is that nostalgia of the thing that, you know, like a bomb pop or a creamsicle. So it is tough to kind of be unique, but in the same time, keep the spirit of what the scent is intact.
Yes.
I really enjoyed, and even your last one, the PTO. I like PTO, where I expected that to be a lot bolder. And it's when I told you it was mild, I meant that in a good way, because it has an earthiness with the citrus, which all your scents have a really nice grit or earthiness to it, which is not a whole lot of mine have. Even with my bolder ones, you get more overpowering, where yours are kind of earthier, grittier. I like that. I wear almost, if I don't wear mine because I'm making one, I wear yours. So,
and see, that's where a lot of people think that, like, oh, just because I have a beard company, like in the beginning, I wear mine. I mean, I wear it 95% of the time, my own stuff, because I'm testing new stuff all the time, new fragrances, new, you know, because I'll get ideas from people, or people say, oh, I'd really like to see you do this. And I'm just like, I'm trying it and I'm wearing it. But I still wear other companies, like, you know, Alley Cat, Bay Area, Defined, you know, there's a few others. And like, I still wear their stuff. Like nothing changed, just other than I started my own company. So I think that's where a lot of people get confused. They're like, oh, why are you wearing this? What's up, Gary? Super
Gary's
super
in the house.
Appreciative of that dude. Oh, Dan Kranz, what's up, dude?
Dan Kranz representing Collie Creek Candles in the house.
Yep.
Only wears
Whatever, dude.
Primo. Yeah, I think that. I think that's my life.
Yeah.
It shows, Gary. Mike says, yeah, you both account every day. Top shelf. Thank you very much, Mike.
Thanks. Thank
And
you,
Ken
dude.
all the way from
Mr.
Hawaii.
Ken. He's my dude. He's originally an Indiana
What's
boy.
up?
So what's up? What's up, Ken? What is up? What is up?
You got, I left the Midwest. You're still in it. I think you're holding down that Midwest vibe.
Dude, if it continues to do what it's doing now, it's like this is the Florida of the Midwest. The humidity, the heat. I'm like so over it, bro. Like I told Abby, I was like, if we're gonna live like this, we might as well move to Florida. Like,
why not? Come on down.
Here? You know, why be here?
Since you transitioned, I think probably January or February? Did you start in February?
I started.
Did you wait a month or
March
did you?
3rd?
Okay, March 3rd.
So November was like my last DTB, overtime show, and it'd been in the back of my head for a long time. When I started experimenting with like different carrier oils to see how they worked in my beard, the thought was always there, and like I knew what I wanted in my beard products. I just didn't have the mental capacity to make that switch. And then I was finally, Abby's like, you need to just do it. And a few other people were like, you can do it. Just do it. Just put everything you have into it and go forward. But
what started it? What was
behind the scenes, man?
I mean,
go ahead.
The reviewing products, making content, having your own channel where you feature other beard care companies. What ignited the spark to have you go, I could do this, or even in the back of your mind go, I could do it better or different. Like, what was it that made you want?
I mean, I can do this. I can do it. You know what I mean? Like I knew I could because I've had a business before. It's way back. I did t-shirts and apparel. Did really well, actually. What's up, Dagan? Did really well.
Hey, how's it going, brother?
Took on a partner because I just wanted to be the creative. I just wanted to make it. I wanted to do the artwork, everything. And it did really well. And then, I let my partner pretty much write me out of my own business, and it scorned me for a long time. Like I didn't want to take help from anybody. I've always been kind of creative since a small child, but I was like, I just want to do it for myself again. Why do it for everybody else when I can do it for myself? You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
I never tried to be better. I never said I wanted to be better. I just wanted to do it my way. Like I seen so many things. I'm like, oh, I can do that, but I can do it my way. Because I mean, you of all people, I was always offering you suggestions, like behind the scenes. I'm like, hey man, let's try this, or you should try this. Like you're good at this. Let's try something different. I did that with all the companies I worked with. You know what I mean? Like tried to be as helpful as I possibly could, other than just pushing a code.
Yeah, I think you definitely, from an operational standpoint, you said, hey, listen, how about you maybe do seasonal scents. Maybe you have and this is the model that you ended up forming was you had a mainline scents where you released 5, I believe, right? Mm-hmm. 4 in an unscented or 5 in an unscented.
It was 4 in an unscented.
4 in an unscented was the start of your main lineup, and then you've done since then, like either a monthly or kind of like a seasonal. I think you tried to go seasonal, and then you kind of went, oh, this is happening monthly. And I think that you realize too is that being a creator and an artist, right? This is fun. This actually, you I imagine you enjoy doing this.
I enjoy it to an extent. The part I don't enjoy, and well, it's not that I don't enjoy it. I had to learn how to enjoy it, is the criticism. The criticism is what I had to learn, adjust myself to enjoy, because it's critical to grow. The criticism at first, my first reaction is just like, F off, like you're not doing this, like it's me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not you behind this, it's me. Like where's your balls at? Like if you could do this so much better, like, hey, what's up? What's up, Garrett?
Speaking of balls, what's up, beard mode?
Mm-hmm. But but then I had to like turn it, and I'm like, you know what? Like maybe this person's right. Like maybe my scent isn't for everyone, or maybe this scent is a little too mild. How can I make it better? Yeah. But yeah.
I mean, you find out kind of unconsciously what scents aren't as good as the ones that are, as opposed to someone leaving a bad review and going, this sucked. You find out that the exposure just tends to be less for the scents that don't get shared as much. The scents that really blow people away, that they'll share with you, they'll leave a review, they'll tell other people about it. The next thing you know, when they order a product and they receive it, then they're making another purchase the day they've already received their other products that they bought. Whereas other ones, you might not see them purchase anything ever again. So it's, you get that response, although it might not be overt, it's more of a covert response, which can hurt just as much sometimes.
Yeah. But like when you have people around you that are going to give you the truth instead of just like a yes man, like it helps a lot. Like there's a few people I sent out the original Gravedigger. This is totally different than what I sent out. Like one of them was like, dude, this smells like a candle. Like it smells, it's generic, basically the way I took it. It's like, it's nothing special. So I'm just like, all right, cool. I need to redo this. I needed to hear that. Hey, what's up, Bitter Metal Chef?
James, what's going on, man?
I needed to hear that because if I would have released that scent and other people were like, dude, this smells generic. This is like, why? Then I would be like, damn, like I could have done better. I'm not just going to release something to release it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Has being, roughly 6-7 months in now, you think it's getting easier to create scents or harder?
No, it's harder.
Harder?
It's harder. Yeah, it's harder.
You critique yourself more now on when you create? Yeah.
Yeah. Like I got multitudes of different little pipettes in there that I've like, oh man, this scent's going to be banging. And then I smell it and I'm like, this sucks. This is horrible. Like, why would I? No, what was I thinking, 3 weeks ago? And I'm like, this needs to come out. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. That needs to be thrown away. But yeah, man, I find it harder now to create scents than I did when I first started. When I first started, I'm like, this is going to be cake. This is, because I hit you up. I'm like, hey man, where would be a good place to get this scent from, or fragrance oils in general? And I think I stayed too long at one place because I'm like, there's so many companies out there that have different versions of different scents. And I'm just, now it's harder.
Yeah. You find yourself looking at newer and more unique fragrances and then going, oh, I could have used this and this now. And then you try and do more complex scents. So the more complex you get and the more you have to top the previous scent that so many people liked, it gets really hard. Even though it would be good if you just stopped, it's like you critique yourself more than anybody else would. It does get way harder. What's up, Shram?
Oh, absolutely.
What's up, brother?
Oh, dude, what's up? For me, man, I'm just gonna be like honest, bro. Like 95% of my customers don't come from the beard community. I love that sticker. I got more coming.
I got me a sticker board back here that I hope this sticks back. I just peeled it off.
Dude. But 95% of my customers are from outside the beer community, like names I don't recognize. Like I know a lot of people's real names. Hey, what's up, Justin? Dude's Justin. Another one that gives me honest feedback. Like he's got my sense and he tells me straight up what needs, and he's like, oh, this is too weak, or this is blah, blah, blah. This has got a great note, but it could be stronger. Great dude, Justin. Thanks, man. Yeah, man. So they come from outside the beer community. And then, I have that core group of customers that's been with me since I opened. Hell, man, some of my customers have been with me since I started my YouTube and my Instagram. And, and I met some of those in Nashville and they gave me honest feedback. They're like, dude, your company's great, but you don't have a balm. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, you're right. I don't have a balm. And I've had, people in my ear like, you need a balm. And I'm like, no, I don't use a balm. Well, it's not all for you. It's for customers. How are you going to get new customers if you don't have what they want? So, yay.
Yeah, that happens. I think when I started, I just had oil and balm. And then some, had a couple people say that butter is more popular than balm. You know, it was I don't think I was really hip to to that part. So I had to start that too. So I mean, you find out that you get big enough, you start to reach enough people, and they ask for it, then it becomes another product you have to have in the lineup. You know, from wash to conditioner to I actually have a mustache wax coming soon. So,
Garrett,
you get
it's in the works. That diesel scent is in the works. You just oh, by the way, guys, if you've not tried freeze dried candy, you need to try it. It's amazing.
Very good.
Anyway,
easy. You think they'd be crunchy, but they almost like melt in your mouth too.
Almost
I'm so
like
happy that Dan's not in here. If this was Dan's show, we'd be done. What's up, Twitch?
What's up, Twitch? One of the first people that encouraged me to start my YouTube channel.
Twitch, yeah,
good dude. Yeah,
he's got
Twitch. Andrew Carlisle,
Bay Area products.
Oh yeah, yes, stash wax. Little do you guys know, I grew my mustache out just so I wasn't paled in comparison with the dude over here. It'll be going soon. I just bought some mustache wax from 8-Bit Beard Co.
You gotta let me know what you think of that. I actually have one coming out. They're similar. I'm thinking about changing the carrier oils, but
I haven't used it yet. Like I'm not gonna lie. I was like, hey dude, what's the best way to use this? Like I've never used mustache wax before. And he's like, this is what you do. And I was like, all right, cool. Because Sean's just like the next state over. So I got it in like 2 days.
Yeah, Sean's great. I'm going to talk to Sean a lot about opening markets and starting that and what I needed and insurance. And he's always great to talk to.
So
best guy ever to hang out with.
My first market back in June or July. No, was it June? It tanked. I barely made my what I paid for the spot back.
Which what kind of market was it? Just
it was just like an artisan market, you know, handmade stuff, blah 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 blah. People were selling like Tupperware and some other shit, but I told them it turned out more like a yard sale than it did a market, and I wouldn't be returning because you don't pay that kind of money. Go ahead.
No, here's the thing about markets is that you find that it's 90% women, right? And especially markets are at places where women are looking for crafts and handmade, you know, things or baked goods or, you know, blankets or whatever. So that's the con of it. The pro of it is that there are no men's grooming products at markets. So if you're at
the only one,
you're the only one. So markets typically do look for men's grooming product vendors because there are none. There are none. So locally, it's an open market. I mean, no pun intended. It really is great if you're trying to expand a local fan base and customer base. It's really a great way to go. You have to find the right ones though. But since I started in March, it's been amazing. So I'm thankful for that too. So I'd say that, you know, maybe not that one, but research your local one, or if you have any in the area to definitely continue going.
Yeah, I think we're going to focus a lot. Hey, what's up, Luna? Oh, that way. Yeah, I think we're going to focus a little bit more on marketing or markets next year. Also rolling out some like ad work, you know, getting some more internet friendly ads. We're going to bring in a videographer, shoot some like commercial style ads, stuff like that. So yeah. So you guys remember that?
Do you need a model to play you? Do you need like a more handsome version of you to play you in the commercial?
No, I would say, now if you'd have been, like, if you would have said like, if you would have said more muscular, I would have agreed, because I got the looks. You have the muscles.
I mean, you could swap out. You could Mr. Potato Head us and reach like the same person. Take the best parts of either.
There you go. Yeah. As long as you don't use either one of our personalities, you'll be fine. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, so notice some blogs. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Definitely had
blog
my
work.
first blog. Yeah, blog's different. You know, it's a whole thing.
It is the whole thing, especially for like SEO and stuff like that. Oh yeah, that's what bought at the market. The money I did make was from women. They're like, "Oh, my husband or my son has a beard, and this
Yeah.
smells amazing." I'm like, "Cool."
Yeah, you find
and they've
you'll
returned.
and yes, you'll find that the women will actually pass by and with the husband, and they won't even look. They actually don't pay attention. And then they come back, the wife will bring them back to be like, look at this, and then they get something. It's so women make a lot of the controlling purchases. So I mean, it's like it's a catch-22. It's like, do you want to go where the you know, the market is women? But you know, if those women have husbands or boyfriends that have beards, they're going to return. So, but it's been a lot of fun, and that's the other thing too, is just, you know, for the market, from a marketing standpoint, you're reaching, even if you get 2, 3, 4, 5 customers that day, like that's 5 brand new customers that you wouldn't have had,
Exactly.
like maybe from Instagram, because you know it's such a tight knit, you know, community that locally that they might not have social media. So,
Well, like
but
you know, I had a few people that they were like, "Oh man, I use this and I use that," and I'm like, "Yeah, but there's chemicals in those products when they're mass made. You know, there's preservatives, there's blah blah blah," and I'm just like, "This is all, you know, this is all handmade. It's all natural." And you know, and once they start, you know, checking it out, then they're like, "Damn, dude, I like this. I like the way this smells. And this smells amazing." I had one guy that was going to buy, and he's like, "Hey, you take card?" And I was like, "Yeah, I got a card reader." And I ran it, and it didn't take. And his wife's like, did you spend all the money?" And then she whips out her cash and, you know, pays for it. He's like, I'm sorry. And it turned into a whole big argument. And then she was like, "I'm sorry we did that in front of you." I'm like, "Oh, it's no big deal. You know, it happens."
they'll be
Could be.
customers again soon.
Oh, they already have been. They've already reordered, you know, and I'm just like, that's awesome.
What has been your, it's probably, because I also want to know your most popular scent. Oh no, we should stop the show right now. It's over. It's gotten filthy.
My man, Dan, keep your mouth shut, Dan. We're trying to get
Gary and Dan are in the chat. It's flagged. The show was flagged.
My number one seller, pipe layer. Other than
pipe layer, great scent.
Dude, I instantly had to make it mainline. It was going to be mainline in the beginning, but one of the fragrances in it, I couldn't get anymore, and I was just like, "Oh, I'm done. Like, I got enough to run like 50 or whatever. That's it." But then I found another supplier. It actually has a better fragrance. So, hey, now, man, Gary.
Yeah, Gary. I mean, you get
it, right. Give me 1 second.
If he comes back in like a costume.
No, I'm not gonna come back in a costume, dude. I got earbuds in, so I can hear you. But anyway, okay. No, I just had to, yeah. But yeah, pipe layer, and then the Rebel. The Rebel sold like super quick, and we're restocking the oil for that tonight. There will not be a butter restock, but there will be an oil restock. And if you buy Gravedigger and the Rebel together and use code FALL23, you're going to get a foundation oil for free. So you'll get an unscented oil for free.
There you go.
Yeah.
So we'll do business first. We'll get mine out of the way.
Do it.
Issachar is now available. Ninth tribe of Israel. Yeah.
You finally dropped one that I could actually pronounce the name of, and yeah.
I mean, there's Dan. That's the easiest one. You couldn't pronounce
that. That should have been mine, bro. You should release that years ago. That should have been mine.
I mean, I had Dan and Dan on the show, and then you had your own company. You were like, I can't. But Issachar is now available. Released actually earlier today. I wanted to make a little room to hang out with you tonight, but that's available at www.biblicalbeard.com. It's actually a pomegranate bitters, so actually like more of a grenadine, if you will. So it has grenadine, pink pepper. There is some cologne notes. There's white eucalyptus, black currant. There's Arabian jasmine and some Egyptian amber in this one. So again, while you might get some of the grenadine on top, you're going to get a ton more layers with that one. It is. I really try to go extra unique with these than the regular releases. Oil and butter combos. If you use offer code Israel, if you buy Issachar, you can add a second tribe for 50% off. So it's buy one, get one 50% off if you choose to do two. If you just want to do the one, use Daniel's code is still active. You want to hook this guy up? I did not delete his
That's
code.
crazy.
You can use, yeah. Any of the other affiliates want to go ahead and share?
You're not the only one though. It's funny.
No, yeah, no. I mean,
I still get
there have
emails.
been.
I get so many emails.
There's a couple people that use it. But yeah, we're on tribe 9, 10, 11, and 12 should be awesome. But yeah, that's Issachar. That is available. You've seen the stories. New apparel out.
Dude, I love that Black Flag shirt. That shirt is dope.
It looks great in white, but I mean, it comes in more colors than that. I think we want more. Your logo and your shirts have been badass too. I think I want more of that.
Dude, I love the shirt. I love it.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, that fits.
Yeah. It contains all the muscle that I have.
Who needs triceps?
Exactly.
At
Who
all?
needs them? You don't. Just get a nice fit shirt. Oh yeah, that's a question.
Just as a question.
Like it would be good on here. Why did you decide not to make a butter for Gravedigger, or is it coming? There will not be a butter for Gravedigger. Gravedigger, it's just oil only. I did not like the way it went in the butter. The sow butter, it has a slightly nutty scent, and the carrier oil also. Dan, you can, yeah. Use Dan's code BOTN. It's good.
Yeah, BOTN. It's
a great code. He needs money to make those sloppy Kevins. Winter's coming. Dan won't be able to plow anymore. I didn't like the way it smelled in the butter, so I just made it in oil. Going to be straight up honest.
That's sometimes that happens.
No butter.
I think.
But this scent, like I said, guys, if you're looking for a pumpkin spice, and no knock on it, it's just not what I like. This is not the scent for you. If you want a true fall scent that you can smell the leaves and the damp soil and crisp air, I mean, it literally smells like walking through the woods at night.
There it is, Gravedigger.
And it changes. This scent is a beast, dude. This scent is a beast. It changes throughout the day or the night. I love it. Super proud of it.
Wet Earth Zombie Musk Night Fog.
Yes. Love this scent.
I noticed, we had conversations about, fragrance companies, and, the one I mentioned too, I know that a couple of the fragrances you used that I've noticed dirt in what I would say more than a few of your scents, or maybe at least a couple, the dirt fragrance. And I love it. I have found it. What is it in mine? Is it in, it's in Fetching Some Sun. So it's like kind of like a dirty, like a dog beach scent. It's like a sandalwood, kind of, not tropical, but maybe like a earthy sandalwood, and it has some dirt in it. That's one, but when you found that, I was like, oh, I can smell the dirt. And I mean, you use it perfectly. I mean, these are blue collar, gritty scents.
Dude, when I go to make the scents, I try to, like I said, I've tried to stay on brand. And I've had a few people that reel me in. Hey, Scram, thanks, bro.
See you, buddy.
When I make these scents, I try to stay on brand. And there's been a few people that's like, dude, this is just not on brand. And I'm like, but if you when like PTO is like, dude, that smells nothing like anything else that you've made. And I'm just like, because that scent came from the Facebook group. Craig Adamson. I did like a little contest. I'm like, whoever wins, whatever scent gets picked, then we'll make that scent. And it just worked. Please tell us the notes behind the profile. Here in 1 second, I'll go into Gravedigger. But I was like, damn, dude, I need to make this work because I wanted something for, a vacation scent, something for the summer. And it came out later. It came out later than I wanted it to, simply because of pretty much July. I was done. July I didn't really do anything. I shut the website down. I was supposed to be on his show, this show, early July. Then my dad passed away, and so PTO got pushed. And then when I finally put it out, like, I don't think it got the reception that it should have. Just like the Craftsman and Dozer, like the Craftsman is my third best seller. Like, the people that have tried the Craftsman, like, continue to get a new bottle of it. Hey, what's up, Tommy?
Tommy, how's it going, brother?
But PTO was outside of my realm, and when I created that, Craig was like, "Dude, you nailed it." He's like, "You nailed it. This is it." And I was just like, "Cool." Like, when you hear the person that created the scent in their mind, and then you match a scent to what they wanted, and they tell you, it's a great feeling. So yeah.
Now, PTO was not what I expected, because I thought, my summer scents, like Patmos, was like a Greek island, like a nice tropical drink, where I was like, all right, PTO, he's doing a summertime vacation. I was like, all right, this might be, I was like, you might get wild with it. And it didn't. Yeah. I was like, but it fits. So when people say that, so what I've noticed with all of your scents is that they are very much on brand. And I like that about you. Where me, I'm all over the map,
I have a style, so to speak.
Yeah. Your style has stayed true. Like, so when you started in March and you released 5 scents, they were all similar but different, right? But they were within your brand. And then each one of your releases, at least I've tried, they are very much on brand, very good. And you stayed true to that. You don't see, like, where you try to see companies do a lot of different things. You're staying very true. And even in the first 6 months of having a business, being a creator, being an artist, you can find a lot of different niches to kind of fall into, where you stay in yours. So that's what I like about with you so far. Well, I'm not a reviewer, by the way. I'm just calling like I see it.
PTO, man. And I noticed this talking to Justin, actually, Just Truth. If you really experience PTO and you smell it, and it's been in beard for a minute, it almost has that sun-kissed, like a, not sunburn, but you know how you've been out in the sun for a while, that scent, maybe you had on a little bit of sunscreen or something, but that scent is in there. So if you look for it, you can find it. It's got that sun-kissed scent, or sun-kissed skin scent to it, and it's just it gives it a different layer. It's nice. PTO will come back next year for summer. It'll come out a lot earlier, but it'll be back next year. The response that I got from the people who did get it. See, that's just, not to change the subject, but the people that have my products love my products, like, love them. Like, and I'm sure you have the same thing with your company. The people, I'm a fan of yours. You know what I mean? Like, whatever you put out, I'll at least try it. It's just getting people to try it, because people have become so accustomed to, like, emu or ostrich, or if it don't have this in it, then I can't use it. And I'm just like, yeah, but you're not trying it. Like, my oil absorbs fast, super fast, like 15 minutes. And you can run your hand through your beard and you don't have anything on your hands. And that's what I tried to do, because I know a lot of guys in my line of work and my lifestyle, they don't have much time anyway. You know what I mean? And I'm not a huge fan of a glistening beard. Like, I don't want it to be super sheen, I guess you would say. And with my blend, it don't really give you all that much sheen. So, because I know, talking to guys on, like, job sites and stuff, they're just like, man, I don't have much time. I don't want to be pretty, blah, 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 blah. So I take out all that stuff, and I'm just like, you're not going to have a glowing beard. It's not going to shimmer in the sun. It's not going to take 30 minutes, 15 minutes, you're done, bro. Like, you're done. Your beard's ready to go, and go on about your business. So I thought about all that when I created everything,
Yeah, it's I wouldn't say no frills, but like for the blue collar guy that wants to wear an oil, not have to deal with any of that, the greasiness or the
Mm-hmm.
shininess. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. And for your sense, I've used them more of like a date night type of deal. So
Mm-hmm.
I like I've liked yours so far. And like I said, that yours have been very true to the brand and true to your technique in creating. Um, so I think people will respect that about you and your oils. Um, where it's like, guess I'm gonna throw you a curveball.
Go ahead.
It's like, oh, last month was Fruit Loops. Now you're gonna get patchouli. Like you're just like, what's coming next? Like that's what I
Yeah.
like to do. Where it's like, all right,
Yeah.
it's or I think went from blueberry to leather, but people still like the two step, the bourbon leather tobacco. That's or the Shikayo, the
I need
summer
to
scent, which was a sandalwood.
I need to get that 2-step. I want to smell it. Or at least a sample of it. Just because I know how you work, where I know what you can do with scents, so I want to know what you did with this one.
Whatever I
Like
did's
for
an
me,
accident.
um,
Yeah, you can call me whatever you want, Gary.
don't call me that.
Yeah,
Um,
you can call
uh,
me whatever you want.
you sound like that guy from the meme. Um,
The meme on the boat.
yeah, yeah, the boat
It's
guy.
like
That's
what
funny.
was it like when you've been dating for 6 months and she says you're her boyfriend or something? Like, you can
Hmm.
call me whatever you want. Um,
But no, man. I want to stay true to the brand. I mean, like I said, Goose Sickle was way far out there, and I noticed like at first I sold like 5, and that was to the 5 people that like buy everything that I make. Like
yeah,
I have that group of customers that will buy anything I put out, and I don't do it just because of that. It's just they do it to support the company. Um, but like it sold like 5, and then all of a sudden Goose puts out a video on TikTok, and then I sold 40 combos of it that day, and then the next day I sold another 20
that's amazing.
combos, and then the next, yeah, well, I mean that's the point of an influencer, right? And hoping it pays off, but um, that's something else we'll go into here in a little bit, like influencers. But to answer Luna's question, like the scents in here in Gravedigger, like you're gonna in bottle, you're gonna get like that fallen leaves, damp earth. You're gonna get a little bit of campfire smoke, not campfire, the smoke. I mean, it's not really even prominent. It's just kind of like a binder. You're gonna get some lavender, not in the traditional way of lavender. You're gonna get a little bit of musk. Um, think that's what it gives it, like a sweeter note. It brings some sweetness to the scent rather than it just being a dead leaves and oil or dead leaves and soil scent. And then to round it all out, there's a little bit of vetiver in there, a little bit of pear, some cedar. Yeah.
I mean, I guess in the world of the outrageous now, like I mean, next month's Israel scent is going to be more woodsy. It's going to be a woodsy scent. There's some Earl Grey, apple, and some woodsiness. So it's going to be kind of like a foggy woods type of scent. So I try to go back to more traditional. So I like that what you do is where you go, all right, everybody's kind of doing unique and outrageous. I'm going to go traditional, but in my way. And that in a sense could be the unique part where it's like you have something that's more down to earth.
Well,
And
I think like for true, like if you want a true fall scent, this is a true fall scent. Like if you really want fall. If you want pumpkin, it's not that. You know what I mean? There's no pumpkin. There's no apple cider. There's no. I'm just saying, like, there's none of that in there. So, like, if people buy this and they think they're going to get that kind of, harvest type scent, that's not it. Like, this is like a cemetery. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, where it's holiday themed. That's something that you could even wear after the season, right? Even if it's a fall scent,
absolutely.
it's something that could
Absolutely.
carry over into winter
Mhm.
being like a nice traditional outdoor fall, even a winter scent. So it's not something that's going to play out.
Mm-mm. No, this is not one of those that's dialed into that type of. It's not that kind of seasonal. This is more of a Halloween release rather than a seasonal release.
You know, Gary, I know Gary talks a lot of trash, but he might have been lying to me. But if you liked Flambe, Gary, you might like Smashed. Maybe. Fingers crossed. I don't know. Maybe.
That's what a lot of people don't understand. Like, dude, if he says something, usually you know what I mean? Like, he's not just saying it to say it. Like, he's one of those people that I can send a scent to, and he's going to tell me, like he told me, the original version of Gravedigger, he's like, it smells like a candle, smells like an air freshener. It's, and I'm just like, okay, I can't release that. Like, this dude has crafted numerous scents that were hits for a lot of people. So if he tells me it doesn't smell all that great, then
for all the scents too, a lot like his were mild, but they're all great. I was like, oh man, like from citrus to blueberry to strawberry, all amazing. And if he liked flambe, it's like a bananas Foster. If pumpkin spice isn't your thing like that, I mean it's a love-hate relationship with pumpkin spice. And I get it's overwhelming presence. It's overwhelming presence either in the community or just in life. Like everywhere you turn, it's pumpkin everything. So, but banana is a really tough fragrance to work with too. It's why you probably don't get a lot of banana in flambe. But it's another one of those warm that actually has some campfire smoke in it too. Has some smoke in it. So again, you try to have those type of notes, and the pumpkin spice is like a.
Yeah, and for all you guys that are in here, I don't see the chat. So if you like say something, I'm not ignoring you. I promise. It's just because Matt's too selfish to share his comments.
I try and do all here,
but no, like
they're all nice, by the way.
Like there's a lot of people that I was skeptical because banana is very hard to pull off. Like Gary has one of the best fall scents that has ever been that I've ever smelled, and I have smelled thousands upon thousands upon thousands of scents. And Scarecrow is still in my rotation. Like when it comes to fall, I break that bitch out, open it up, and use it. Yeah, I have not tried to work with banana yet, dude. I do have it, but the one I have smells more like taffy than it does banana. It's more of that candy smell, and I'm like, I want to toss it, but I'm like, I may use it sometime. I don't know.
Okay, so I actually have. I'm gonna sound like one of those know-it-alls at a party right now. So I don't know if this is true or if anybody else can kind of verify if this may or may not be factual information. So, what is it like? I think it's like circus peanuts, or was it? I think like circus peanuts or like banana candy, like Laffy Taffy or Now Laters. Banana
That's
candy.
The original banana.
That's the original banana, and I guess that
that's the banana.
Yeah, yes. So what you're tasting is a version of banana that is unfortunately extinct, and they cannot actually make that banana anymore. But they kill it. So all of it, from circus peanuts to I don't think it's candy corn has that flavor in it, but there's like Laffy Taffy that like
Laffy Taffy. That's where the prominent ones are.
Yeah, the majority of banana candy that they can recreate as far as synthetically, it's not a natural occurring banana anymore. So they're like when we're tasting that is actually used to be what bananas tasted like.
Yes.
So
the original banana plants got some kind of disease and it killed them off. They had to kill that version of the plant off. And what we have now is like version 2.0.
Yep. So that's like now it's the new banana. So like when we're like, oh, this doesn't smell like banana at all. It's like, it does.
It really does.
Yeah. Runts, by the way, the best banana ever. Runts banana, hands down, best banana.
Yeah. Same way. I get cramps all the time. And people are like, oh, you need to eat more bananas. I'm like, no, I'll just eat a spoonful of mustard. I'm good. No, seriously, bro. You get a cramp, you get a leg cramp or a muscle cramp, a teaspoon of mustard, it's gone instantly.
Why not pickle juice?
Oh shit, I didn't even think about that. I love pickles too. I eat pickles all the time. I eat 2 pickle spears every day at lunch. Every day.
There's a rumor going around that you could eat a whole pickle in one bite.
A whole pickle or a pickle spear?
No, the whole thing.
I can't eat a whole pickle.
I just telling you what I heard.
I can eat a little pickle. But
A
those
gherkin?
big ones, no, bro. No, I can't. Yeah. Now, pickle
It's the best
spear, I can
name, by the
swallow
way,
it without
gherkin.
chewing. Just saying.
Oh no, I mean, I think like every time if you get like a sandwich, like you have to have a pickle spear, but like you just take a bite. I'm just taking a couple bites.
I eat the whole thing.
All right, Gary.
No, bro. We go to lunch. We go to a deli, and you don't eat your pickle. I'm asking you for it. I'm like, hey, bro, can I get that pickle?
Okay, so here's the thing. I might end the show right here if you answer this question wrong. Do you buy the bagged pickles at the gas station, or have you ever? This is
the dilly snaps.
Never have I ever bought. No, the big bagged pickles in the juice.
No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
I judge those people. If they just have a big, like the same thing with the eggs, like the hard boiled eggs in the juice in the store. Like,
no. Ugh.
Yeah.
Or those people that eat that rope bologna, you know, ugh. Oh.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, the pickles, you always see those at gas station.
You ever seen that stuff called potted meat? That meat that comes in a can?
Yeah, potted meat. Oh, I think Vienna sausages
see people
are
eat
popular.
that on crackers and shit, and I'm just like, oh.
No. I mean, there's so many other, I mean, just like even like a can of tuna is like 50 cents. Like, is potted meat really that much cheaper for you to go, all right? I mean,
potted meat.
All right.
Oh, bro, that's nasty, man.
I'm gonna get to be insensitive, but like if you were homeless and you had $1 like to stretch, like are you really going for the potted meat or the Vienna sausages?
No,
like just
I'm going for the ramen. I'm going for the ramen.
Or tuna, or even like the something else.
I won't eat tuna, bro. I ate tuna too much as a kid. I won't eat it now. No, I don't like fish.
Yeah. By the way, that's my mom's. That's my mom's go-to meal as a kid. Tuna noodle. By the way, I grew up in the Midwest. All the lower middle class parents, tuna noodle. Mm-hmm. The whole meal costs like $1 to make for the family. Tuna noodle. When I would walk into the kitchen and see my mom like toasting saltine crackers in a frying pan, I'm like, shit. It's tuna noodle. Tuna noodle for dinner. That's it.
Man.
That's all she wrote.
Man, oh man. Yeah. I was starved. Like we were talking about it.
All right, we're almost an hour in. We'll play a little game here since we're
let's do it. What game are we playing?
No, tuna noodle. So it was like I actually have craved it. Like I've craved that.
It's probably
one of those weird things where like she would make it so much, but then yeah, so it's like tuna casserole basically, which was like egg noodles, and then you'd use like a can of, Dan will know this, like cream of mushroom or something, then you'd have saltine crackers that you would toast, and then like with the tuna in a pan, and then that would be, then you'd mix all that together. You know, it would happen. It's so much that you just get tired of it. Once in a while, you'd be like, this is delicious. Like if you wouldn't have it for a month or so. So I'm like, gotta find me a lady that can make tuna noodle. Like mom used to make. Yeah, sorry. There's not gonna be a tuna noodle.
You should have your lady friend make those. just once, just one time. Just say, hey, make some tuna noodle.
I might. When you have a messy
Just
Kevin.
to see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Messy Kevin's.
Yeah. Messy Kevin. I have not gone in the messy Kevin route, but I did try and make like some homemade White Castles with like the French onion soup and the ground beef. Oh, it's delicious.
I used to love White Castle. I used to love White Castle until they put one here in Bloomington. I'm just like, no.
It's not the same as it used to be. I think they changed they don't poke the holes in the little patties anymore or something, so they don't taste the same.
It's probably because they make them clean the grill now.
Yeah. That was what was their slogan? They had a slogan that sounded a little racist, by the way. It was like, if it's not in sight, it ain't right or something. That was like their slogan. Like if you couldn't see them cooking the hamburger, then yeah.
What's the game we're playing?
Yeah. Game that we are playing tonight is not Hide the Pickle. We will be playing. Hold on, I'll get to it. Does it make sense? A little thing we've started here on Scruff Enough. A few have played. Everybody wins. Does it make sense? Now we will be playing with another beer care company, my man Daniel. So we have a few cents. I'm just going to put them on the screen, and you're going to tell me, does it make sense? So first one. Mint. Does it make sense? Everybody can jump in the comments too. Who likes mint in their sense? Peppermint, spearmint, wintergreen. Are these fragrances that you like in your beard oil? Can you make it work? What does it go with? And do you have a favorite?
You could put it with like eucalyptus, or you could put it with maybe some bergamot.
Hey Daniel, do you like eucalyptus?
If it's done right.
All right. I'm not gonna not a fan of mint unless it's in a food. Yeah. I'm trying to think. So I think Casablanca is one for me that has Moroccan mint. It's a little sweeter. It's not as menthol. You don't get as much. But yeah, I think mint goes with a couple things. You get, but not a whole lot. It can really take over. Ooh, mint lemonade.
Mm-hmm. I did not try mint lemonade.
Yeah, like a citrus mint. That could be something that's coming soon from Bay Area Beer Co. Not scared to do mint.
That's why I brought up like bergamot.
Bergamot's good. It's bergamot's the earthy one for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I just removed that from indoor, but I believe that is.
But it can tone down the mint, the spiciness of the mint.
It can. So actually, there is a bergamot black tea in indoor still. I took out the bergamot essential. That seemed to be like really overpowering. So,
really, I didn't find it to be that way.
Yeah, I know that Dan liked the old indoor more, but I wanted to kind of gear that more towards being a woodsy scent than it was like a earthy bergamot. Let's see. All right, so mint. And have you had mint in any beard products that you've liked?
Oh,
no?
Yeah. Bearded Mac had a eucalyptus spearmint wash that I really liked.
I think that works best in kind of like more of like a wash, like a shower deal. Like I think I have like a mint chocolate chip ice cream scent that is actually phenomenal.
There you go with that ice cream.
Okay. All right. So, okay, we're fighting. So this is where the brawl part comes in. So I think initially that when you see names in my fragrances, what it is it gets the uniqueness. Like it's mint chocolate chip. Really, it's just like a mint vanilla. It's like a chocolate mint vanilla. Maybe there's some cocoa notes in it. Not really. It's more of like a toned down mint. So you get more of a mild mint fragrance. So that's why I did that. And it's just in a soap.
So for me, like what I've noticed, the more notes that are in that are in a scent, the more apt you're giving people more of an option to say no. Because if they don't know the vision you have with the scent, or if they don't know the context of how you use those scents, it's more apt for them to say, "Nah, I don't think I want to try a Moroccan mint chocolate chip cookie dough." You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, good point.
So when it comes to scent descriptions, that's why, like on this one, like you said earlier, you got wet earth, zombie musk, and night fog. So people are like, they kind of know where I'm going with the scent, rather than breaking down everything in there and they're like, oh, it's got lavender, I'm not going to like it. Yeah.
I actually really love that description of what you just said. I'm writing that down. That's really good. No, I appreciate that. That's
because
whereas for me,
I don't like it.
I always looked at it from a perspective of, I've never seen this before, I want to try it.
Mm-hmm.
Like where they go, I've never seen Moroccan mint in a beard oil. I've seen peppermint, I've seen spearmint. I don't know how I feel about those, but Moroccan mint I've never seen before. If they are a mint fan, there's something they've never tried. Where like lemon pound cake, it's like, all right, if they can kind of get the idea, if they've had lemon pound cake before, like I love the smell of it. It's a nice lemon vanilla. It's more ambiance. It has more of a feeling to it than it does like an actual name. So that's where I think where more my thought process came from. I like yours too, where I have tried to kind of tone down the names, where everything in the profile is more of a simplified description, which
that's where that's, you know what I mean? Because like I said, somebody smell or sees that there's, just for instance, a couple of weeks ago, they're like, they seen that Smooth Operator had yuzu, and they're like, I don't know what yuzu is, so I don't know how that's going to work with, tobacco. And I'm just like, but, and then you go to try to explain it, and they're just like, I think I'll try something different. I'm just like, so, you know what I mean? Like, or, what's another one I have? Pipe layer. And they're like, but it's got aquatic, and I'm not an aquatic person. I'm just like, but it's not like that style of aquatic. So if you go to my website and you go pull the menu down, it'll say the blueprints. That's all the scent descriptions. So I kind of went a little bit more in depth of where I was going, so they can like see where I was going with the scent, rather than just, well, it's got aquatic notes and it's got some oud and it's got this, and how does that all work together? I try to lay out the vision, so to speak.
What I like about what Pipe Layer does for me is, I think what Florida Blanca does, where now Florida Blanca, I don't think that people have to really see what the notes are or what the scent profile is. That now they just hear Florida Blanca and it's a great scent or whatever, and it's its own thing. I don't have to read what the profile is. It's a trusted scent. Pipe Layer, actually, I'm getting that vision with Pipe Layer where I forgot what the scent profile is. Don't care. It's an amazing scent. Like I feel that this is some sort of like a date night aquatic cologne. It's a little spicy. It's a little aquatic. And then you go, I forgot what the scent profile is. It doesn't matter. Like it's just where it becomes its own thing without even knowing what it is. That is, that's how I like Pipe Layer. So,
well, I have a couple customers that buy pipe layer so frequently, I should just change it to their name. Like literally, they love the scent. When I released it, they bought 2 bottles, and then they bought 2 more bottles. They're like, my wife loves this, and I'm like, that's great. And I'm like, yeah, that's the best compliment. You know what I mean?
It's been my date night scent for a couple months now. So
I dig it, man. I love it. Well, I mean, it's just like twinning. I still wear twinning all the time. All the time.
Cherry's tough. And you helped design that scent. And That's a great sign. Have had people ask for that, and still Titletown even after and twinning is the spirit of Titletown, kind of like reinvigorated in a different form. But people still ask for twinning, and so I think there's going to be a new Titletown releasing in January of next year. That's going to, I think a couple of the guys in chat might like this one. It's going to speak to the history of the wrestling industry in Tampa, Florida. The Titletown will be a title. So no, it's not going to be a football scent anymore. It's going to be a wrestling scent. So
now hold on. Is it going to be a wrestling scent?
It does not like any fruit
or wrestling. Hey, Beard of the North, Dan.
Wrestling.
Lick a nipple. But no, man. It's like I had a few people hit me up and they're like,
"Who's the moderator in here?
Can you get your buddy to remake some twinning, or do you have any extra you want to get rid of?" And I'm like, I don't have any extra. I'm getting rid of. Like, that's my scent, bro. I'm not getting rid of my scent. But yeah, twinning was a great.
I still have
scent,
labels.
man.
I think I'm.
Do it.
Yeah, that made top 5, I think, for 2022, and only being around and for a few months. Just like Smashed has been, has only been out for less than a month. It is officially the number 1 scent of the year. It has surpassed Florida Blanca. So Pumpkin Spice has taken over. I was really scared for that one, and Pumpkin Spice has taken over for me.
It's definitely got its place. Like, I hated the actual taste of pumpkin spice until this year when Starbucks released, the PSL, and I was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna go try one. I can't knock it until I try it. So I went and tried it. I like them. I like it a lot better hot than I do cold. But for me, I don't want to smell that all day. And like I've told you that about like chocolate chip cookie dough. I'm like, I don't want to smell that all day. I don't even like chocolate chip cookies. I don't eat chocolate chip cookies, so I'm not gonna want the smell.
You don't like chocolate chip? Get him out of here. He's a robot. Who doesn't like chocolate chip cookies? It's like you never hear people go. So just like a sugar cookie?
No, it's it's a brown sugar cookie.
Like a cookie butter?
Yeah, well, kind of. Yeah. But if you could take chocolate chip cookies and take the chocolate chips out, I love it. I had a lady that would make them for me. She would make me chocolate chip cookies without the chocolate chips in them. But when I can't do chocolate chip cookies.
So that's like what they call like cookie butter. Like Biscoff is more of like a
kind of
complete
close.
Yeah, like Biscoff cookies are solid. I love me some regular cookie butter. This is we'll do this for this is supposed to be like lower on the list. We'll do this for Dan while he's in here. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Fruit. Does it make sense? Now, I see a few different weird things in that bowl, but you name it, what goes well with you? What in a fruity or just the fruit you think works the best?
Strawberry. I love strawberry. I really, really enjoyed working with the yuzu. It's been a great balancer of scents to bind things, like to bring some weird shit together. What else? Lime has been really good to work with.
Lime's great.
Chris is still on pear.
Mint.
Pear has been really a nice scent to work with. Yeah, but I don't like your typical fruit scents though, other than like strawberry. Like, I like the weird shit. You know what I mean?
So Gary did great with his fruit scents. The blueberry tobacco, the strawberry oud. I might be reversing those, but they're both fantastic. Like you have to, I try not to do an overall fruity scent, but like so many of those fruits, like a blueberry, a strawberry, or cherry, go so well with tobacco or oud that they're really, but they produce such an amazing top note that they're hard to leave out of scents, where like you almost need that to pull everything together sometimes. It's hard to get away from people.
That's what
people
yuzu has done for me. Yuzu and blackberry. Blackberry has been another one that I could use because it's in a few scents, but you can't even smell it. You can't pick it out. You can't. I've tried and tried,
I think,
and I've waited for the day for somebody to say, "Is there blackberry in this?" Yes, and I'm still not going to name which scent it's in, but yeah.
I mean, there's in Reuben raspberry and blackberry in Reuben. Dan has blueberry in it. It's like an earthy blueberry. I think Gary would be proud. So many of like the cherry tobacco. They just produce such an amazing top note. They're really hard to get away from. It's just definitely great. Blackberry is a great one. Yuzu I haven't worked with.
You should try it, man.
Lime. I have a yuzu fragrance. Yeah, awesome start. That one, there was like a blackberry, vanilla, raspberry, bohemian raspberry, and like a tobacco cologne too. That one was probably, it's still the most popular. There's only, I think, 9 or 10 of those left for the series. So if once they're gone, they're gone.
Well, see, that's speaking of, that's
what's
what
a
I
fruit
wanted to do with. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
What's a fruit you would not work with? What doesn't work?
For me personally,
yeah,
I'm not a fan of mango or papaya.
Okay.
I can't. Yeah, like they're just too sweet. And then orange, for the simple fact that it doesn't last. It has no staying power whatsoever.
True. Orange is an essential, but they bring a lot of stuff. They amplify other fragrances, which is great, but they don't stick. Citrus specifically is tough. Yeah, there is pear and levy. I know we both used ambergris in a fragrance. That was fun. Let's see. I mean, this is a outrageous one, but kiwi might not be one that I think I'll go with.
Kiwi, I love the taste of. The smell has been kind of, I can't get it to work with anything that I've wanted it to work with. And I don't want to just put a drop of kiwi in something just to say I put kiwi in something. Like,
yeah,
that's one of those things I kind of want to be like a prominent note, and it just hasn't worked for what I wanted it to do. So, how many?
There's a lot of
here.
Let's find out.
Yeah, find out how many subscribers. Guys, let's get Matt to 100 tonight. He only needed like 18 or 19.
82. So we've gotten 2.
So we need 18.
Since the promo. If we can get to 90, I'll give away a shirt. I'll throw in a shirt. We can just get to 90. 8 more. My hands are too big for the screen. 8 more.
Yeah. Said nobody ever. Yeah. Oh, my hand's too big for the screen.
I'm so close to the camera.
That's those old adult movie tricks. Get the camera closer and everything looks bigger.
I think I was holding one of those like little 6-ounce cans that they make the Dr. Pepper in. I'm like, oh, look, I'm Andre the Giant. I can't even see the can. So.
I still have my tubes. I still have my tubes.
Oh, this is an old one. This is one of the original tubes.
Yeah, I know. Mine still has the wax stamp on it, bro. The real wax stamp, not the sticker.
How did you not lose that?
Nope.
Kiwi. I think I've seen a lot of IPA companies around here. They do like grapefruit. Grapefruit's a great one. Kumquat. It's another one. I don't know if I understand that much. Yeah. Let's see. I guess we'll go. We gotta get this to zoom again because I'm blurry.
Yeah, you are blurry.
Yeah, it does.
And I don't even drink.
I know, it's all like.
Can you get zoomed back in?
All right, so we'll jump into this one.
Yes. Floral work.
Floral. Does it work? Does it make sense?
Yes, if done correctly.
Let's see if we can get this. Oh, close up of the beard. It's clean. So
Yeah,
so is the
it
teeth.
was just washed yesterday.
Let's see.
Go ahead, get your zoom in. Hey, stop. Calm down. No, it's not. It's almost. Well, just give me a few more minutes. I'll be done. Yeah, I got about 20 more minutes.
All right, we're good. 20 more minutes.
Yep.
Floral doesn't make sense.
Yes, if done right. If
Kiwi
added to
musk, yeah. Floral if done right.
Yeah, there's some nice floral notes in pipe layer. There's some nice floral notes in
It's an old
what
one.
else? The Craftsman. There's a little bit of floral in there. Not a lot, but it's there. That Olive Garden. That's dude. He's always spot on. Yeah, little
I
known
feel like
fact,
you could use that with a lot of different things.
I thought Matt told me 7:30 tonight, guys, and it was 7 the whole time. So like I had to rush home. That's why I'm standing here in my kitchen on my phone.
That's right. Where's the steel? I went and got a backlight. I did the whole thing.
Yeah, and I'm standing here in my kitchen with this horrible can light behind me.
That's all right. You got the good camera though. That works. Mine's
It's
now
my phone.
currently blurry because I put something in front of it. Now I won't.
Well, it's
zoom
probably because
on me
you
again.
put that big Andre the Giant hand on the lens, and now it's all like got your finger oil all over it.
No, I didn't even touch it. I mean, it kind of zooms in. You can see that.
Maybe you're too far away. Maybe you need to get closer. Put your nose to whatever.
This is what we're doing. We're doing like the thing.
It may help. Yeah.
Is it going to zoom out?
No.
Oh, now I got my nose print. Now I got my I got my nose print on the camera. There we are.
Now, now because it was blurry before.
Now we're good.
It probably had a print.
All you got to do is touch your nose to the camera, and it works. Apparently,
there you go.
Camera tricks by Daniel. Don't let him tell you he's not a content creator anymore.
I want to create more content. I just, the time right now, it's just crazy. I'm really in love with the
Luna
CapCut app. I'm the one that needs the webcam. I can't wait to jump on these shows. Dude, yeah. It'd be good to see you, bro.
You have a month. Get a webcam. Amazon will get you one in a day. And you're next month's guest.
Dude.
So CapCut's fun. I've been using CapCut a few times too to make some of mine. So
yeah, CapCut's amazing. There's like a million different things you can do with one picture. I'm just like, yes. It creates content
those are great.
you.
That is one of my favorite things. I heard TikTok doesn't really kind of acknowledge it as much, but it's great to make content just to make it.
Yes.
Yeah. Especially if you need.
Yeah.
Whereas you have an iPhone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have an Android, and I know that for some reason, having a business account on Instagram doesn't work with using, non-copyright or copyrighted music, regular songs we all know and love. For some reason, they don't let me add to stuff. So CapCut works where you can create something using the music, and then you can, So that at least works.
CapCut takes care of most of the licensing for you.
That works. Final one. I think you might have had an opinion on this with another company, but this makes sense.
Yes, it does.
Cologne.
Yes. Okay. So, um, there colognes can be used. People love colognes, especially colognes they used in high school, or maybe that their dad might have used when they were kids. Like, I dig it. I really do dig it. But if you're gonna release nothing but a cologne, say it's cologne, because there's a lot of people that take credit for being a mix master when really all they did was dump a cologne in their blend and give it a name. Yeah, I won't go any further.
Yeah. Yeah. I use, I took that, that comment and, because I want to do more masculine sense. We can't all survive on cookie dough. So
No.
I try and incorporate, a replica cologne in scents. It has a lot of different notes. It brings a lot of things together. It's a great underlying musk or, nice cologne that remains after the rest is gone. That brings a lot of different things together. I love it as a binder. For me, I don't, even I think Simeon, my cologne forward scent, that had multiple different colognes in it, cologne replicas that I really enjoyed. But I think just put a replica cologne as a whole in your scent and go up, and then name it a thing, whatever it is,
well, there's some companies out there, man, that do it, and they say this is our version of Tom Ford Tuscan leather, or this is our version of Paco Rabanne 1 million. There's companies out there that do that, and there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with using a cologne. Nothing wrong with it whatsoever. No. You know what I mean?
And I also try and mention which cologne I'm using as the note. I think people want to know what that is and how that's going to work in a scent.
Pipe Layer has a cologne in it. There's some people that think that Craftsman is a cologne. It's not a cologne. It's fragrance. It does remind me of a cologne, but it's not a cologne replica. What else? Slick Finish has cologne in it. That's where the
cookie
musky
dough
comes
cologne
from. How about a cookie dough?
Cookie dough is
Dude,
cologne.
It could work. It could work if you used a like fougere scent. There's some colognes out there that have like an almond or have those type of prominent, like, rich notes to it. You could put cookie dough with it and probably make a cologne. Just saying.
Yeah, that actually would be really good. I think of where I was about to say. No, yeah, you could do a cookie dough cologne. I think that's a bit. I don't know. That's a bit much. Regular cookie dough is good enough. I think it's its own cologne. I think I do. I mean, I have some colognes on the way that are going to be used in fragrances. I think Titletown will be like a cologne. I mean,
but when you
can do a lot with
using,
it as a medium or like a middle or bottom note.
Yeah, when you're using a $300-400 bottle of cologne, how many people have actually smelled those colognes? Like, how many people? Like, for me, I can't name 5 people that I know personally that have smelled an actual Tom Ford cologne. An actual cologne, not the replica, but I can't name 5 people that I know personally that have smelled that. So if I put that Tom Ford cologne in a bottle and gave it to them, they'd be like, "Oh my God, dude, this smells amazing. Like, how did you come up with this?"
Yeah.
And you're like, I didn't. There's a man that gets paid millions of dollars to create this stuff. I just used a replica.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But when you look at a cologne and its notes, you will see it has, like, bergamot, and then there's all the different notes, top, middle, and bottom, that make up the cologne. So it's like, and you get ambergris is a cologne maker. You get oud. Like these are all notes within the cologne. So like all those notes work within all the notes that you're adding to it. So it can be different. But I do think you're right about that's why I don't think I have a cologne. But
you can use it. Like there's a little bit of cologne in Gravedigger that most people have probably never smelled in their entire life, but it is not the entire scent. It's literally maybe 5%, if that. So
I imagine it goes that goes pretty good.
It's probably one of the darkest colognes that a person could ever smell. It's intense.
I like it.
But anyway, it's like Sex Panther, bro. Works 60% of the time, all the time.
60% of the time works every time.
Yeah. There.
They've done studies,
Yeah. But yeah, dude.
So
cologne has its place. It does. Just give me a minute. We're almost done. Okay.
She needs her
Just
dad.
Give me a minute. We're almost done. Yep. Mom had to work tonight, so. Ooh,
one more time.
I love it.
Wet Earth, Zombie Musk, Night Fog releases at midnight. Gravedigger. I don't have this one. I would imagine it's going to be a great fall scent. If you're not into pumpkin spice, if you're just into a traditional fall scent that will be blue collar, will be gritty, will be earthy.
Yes.
I'm sure it's good.
This is dark. This is like really dark. And I don't mean dark as in like it's super manly. Like this is a dark scent. Like don't get it expecting it to be some bright, crazy. Yeah, it's not. It's dark.
Everybody's favorite monster truck kid, Gravedigger.
Yeah, see, some dude, TV, Thomas asked me, he's like, dude, is this an ode to the monster truck? And I'm like, no, I didn't even think about it. This is the actual job, Gravedigger. Like
kind of on the nose, man.
Yeah. And he was like, oh, you missed an opportunity. I was like, yes, I did.
Yeah, I had someone recommend some things too, like, oh, you should from the lunchbox, you should do like Ninja Turtles. I'm like, I've seen that. That's one done. That's been done a little bit, and the lunchbox set, like, I was like, how about gummy bears? Like, and there's all kinds of cartoons. I'm like, these are all winners that you could do. I don't think I'm going to do another box set anytime soon. This Tribes of Israel series is a big undertaking. There's still 3 months left. There's still a lot to go. Even after all of those are gone, I think, I might just do another series, which, instead of a box set where you could release all 3 at once, you allow people to get all of them or one. The box sets are great. Commemorative wise, it's definitely a big investment. It's a big step. So, series are fun too. And then, there's always one favorite.
Yeah, making my own stuff, like literally, dude, I could create a new scent and put it out every week. Like I have some scents put together, I could go through the year and release a new scent every week. It's all the stuff behind the scenes. It's like getting the labels done. And if I order 100 labels, am I going to sell 100? And then I don't sell 100. So then I'm like, I should have bought 50. And then I only bought 50 and I sell out, like stuff like that. There's like so much that goes on behind the scenes and I don't like to waste. I don't want to buy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've looked into maybe buying a laser printer to do my own labels. I don't know yet. I don't know the longevity of how long the labels last. I love my labels now because they're like, they don't get wet. They don't get stains. You know what I mean? They still look as good as the day you bought them.
Yeah. Plenty of companies that will create, stickers or labels for, you can get 50 of them that roughly cost 65, 75 cents. Not as cheap as, some of the companies that are making them for 15, 25 cents, but you're getting a higher quality label. They are waterproof. They are oil proof. They are, high gloss or like the Tribes of Israel series, you're getting, spot UV raised, like metallic. You're getting like a label that you don't see on other products,
Mm-hmm.
So you go from, something that's on a laser printer to, something that you don't get from anyone else, which,
Right.
it's going to be a step. So, but it does cost a little more. So you have to make
Mm-hmm.
sure that you're going to sell the 50 that you order, which, again,
Exactly.
you could bounce.
I mean, don't get me wrong. You can
It's
always
tough.
you can always have a sale. You know what I mean? You could run a sale, or you can hold off and like do another run next year. There's all kinds of stuff, man. It's just me being new. Like I jumped in, and I'm just like, I'm gonna order 500 of this label and 500 of that label, and I'm just like, oh my god, like I have a ton of labels, and it's not moving like that. Yeah, I'm still new, bro. Like we said earlier, I'm 7 months, almost 7 months in. I'm like 3 days away from being 7 months in. My growth has been steady. Don't get me wrong. There's weeks that I don't sell anything, and then there'll be days that I have 40 orders. You know what I mean? And then there'll be 5 days I don't have any orders. And it's being new, especially in today's e-com. Being an entrepreneur, so to speak, you have your ups and downs emotionally. You know what I mean? You have your ups and downs. And when you have a certain expectation in your brain and then that doesn't come forward or come through, and me and you've had this conversation like way back. It's like, why aren't more people trying your stuff? And it's just like, is it personal? Like for me, that's how I feel. I'm like, is there a reason they're not trying my stuff? Like, what is it? And I'm like,
It could
maybe
be.
it's because maybe that guy's got 500 bottles of beard oil and he's found what works for him. So why would he even buy something new? And like, I have to like process this on a daily basis. So as from where you're being a content creator and all you have to deal with are negative comments or the occasional, this video sucks, to being a product creator, you're like, that guy, I know that guy has a beard and he uses all kinds of beard product. How come he hasn't ordered from me? What's going on here?
Yeah.
And I'm like, he just got too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not personal. It's just he's got too much.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of us, man, like a lot of people, especially 2020, 2021, like we got a massive collection because we didn't have nothing else to do but buy beard products and smell them.
That's true. It helped with the growth of, Bay Area too. I mean, it seemed like that was like when it should have been doing worse, it was getting better. But yeah, everyone's product collection is growing by the day. A beard oil should last you, 20 to 30 days. And, multiple beard oil companies are coming out with, things that will last you 30 days. And, how are you supposed to use them all before they go bad? So your investment, you have to look at a lot of different aspects. And if you have a company that you like really well, that they're releasing scents that you like, you might not be as inclined to try a new company.
Exactly.
So it's hard. And, even being 3 to 4 years in, you still feel new at times to a lot of people. And so you have to find different ways to branch out, break free from certain, areas of social media and go local or, advertise. And it's being a small business owner has its challenges, that we're not often good at all of them. So,
like when you're a small business, like most of the beard companies are now, you're your own marketer, you're your own, advertisement, you're your own creator, content creator, customer service, everything. You know what I mean? And then, like Mike said, economy sucks now and it's tougher.
Excellent.
Don't get me wrong.
Excellent point.
Totally. And that's why I did the Inflation Buster campaign. You know what I mean? That's why I did it. I dropped my prices. I figured out a way to, buy some extra bulk, get it at a cheaper rate so I could pass that on. Now, I've heard some negative feedback. There's some people say, oh, you devalued your company. Now nobody's going to pay your normal price when they know you'll sell it cheaper.
I've heard that too. That there's statistics on exactly what you can discount. But it's like, hey, listen, and I learned this a while back too. That you get your product at a price point where someone's going to try it and they like it, they'll pay whatever.
I mean,
and that's
look
just
at Beard Brand. Look at Beard Brand. Beard Brand done it. I mean, they had people buying, $50, $60 bottles of oil. Then they dropped it and said, okay, we're going to do 4 ounces for $22. Now they release, a thing. They can't do it. They can't sell it at that price anymore. It's no longer feasible for them to sell it. So now the price goes back up.
Yeah, or you reduce the price to get within the market, and then all of a sudden it's but the product isn't as good. So, or the scents you're releasing are not as good, or they're using different products to work within their budget to create a cheaper product. Like, sorry, that's not what we're about. It's like we have to create a higher quality product that is unique to the market, that more people want to enjoy or do enjoy, so that our business can grow. We're not just going, yeah, whatever, you'll buy it. We have to stand out in different ways. So it's like why you see with Bay Area, like I invest in things you don't see from other companies, like the product tubes or the special looking labels. You're getting something, while not also compromising on the actual product itself. So, and that's why I really like your company. Like, you're coming out with the apparel that like, oh man, like I better step my game up. This is something I want to look like I would wear that.
Well, or I mean, it's like I paid, there's the graphic designer. Like, I went outside of what everybody else used. Like, I'm not going to go the same route and have all skulls or all this or all that. Like, I went to a graphic designer and had this conversation. I'm like, this is what I'm going for. And then 2 weeks later, he starts sending me, pictures. He's like, would this work for your brand? I'm like, that's what I'm looking for. Let's go that route. And, I tried to keep it like, I keep telling myself I played it safe. Like, I played it safe. Like, I could have went a lot more grittier with my branding. I could have went, but like we talked about before the show, like, it does work. It fits my brand. It fits my personality. It fits who I am as a creator. So I'm not going to change it. I was going to change it. Like, there's some slight changes to this bottle. Like, the branding, sorry, going the wrong way. The logos, everything's a little different, but this is a special edition. Like, it's not going to change. But
yeah, give something a little different. Yeah,
a little different, but it's still on brand.
Where's my thing? Oh, there we are. Yeah, still on brand. It screams, blue collar. It's a great brand. There's Ellie. Hey, Ellie, thanks for tuning in.
What's up, Ellie?
So it's 9:00. We're almost at 2 hours. Yep. Final call. If I don't think we didn't even get to 90. When I do get to 90, I'll give away a shirt. How about that?
There you go.
It's not going away. You guys get us to 90 subscribers. I'll announce it. I'll give away a shirt. We didn't get there tonight, but
it will. It'll get there. I know it will.
Yeah, I'm telling
you,
it's the ASMR content. That'll get it. That'll bump it.
Yeah. Your first 100 subscribers are the hardest, and then after that, it gets a little easier. And then, like, once you start getting past 500, it gets rough again. And then, like, 700 to 1,000, it gets kind of easy. So, you got your ebb and flow.
It jumps up. Yeah. Yeah. See, he said it too. Like, yeah, Daniel went from reviewing to building his own brand, creating quality right out of the gate too. Like, which I thought was awesome.
I mean, like I said, man, there's a lot of help. There's been a lot. It's not just, I'm not going to sit here and take all the credit for it. Like, there's been numerous other company owners and friends that have reached out and helped me. Like, Matt's helped me anytime I've ever had a question. Gary Lewis has been very, 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 very helpful to me, whether it be advice or whether it be help, whether it be, help me redo this, redo that, just knock some sense into me. He's been there. Corey from Weatherbeard, Nate, Johnny Ray, Sean from 8-Bit, Juan from Anointed. There's a lot of dudes behind the scenes. We all talk. There's not like a lot of people think it's competing against companies. It's not competition.
No.
Competition, no. We go further as a team than we do as an individual. Hold on, honey. Oh yeah, the pumpkin and the spider. Yeah, our inflatables. but yeah, it's there's not competition behind the scenes. There may be for some people. There may be some companies out there that are just like, oh, I'm not, you know what I mean? But I'm not one of them.
I think it's a little easier from going from a reviewer to where like you feel like you're competing with other reviewers to hopping into the like being an owner, a small business owner, where you feel like it's the competition you thought would be like a lot more extreme when it's actually not. We are very open, and every owner I have ever talked to has openly just wanted to give me an entire recipe for a product, which is bananas. So they've all been helpful to help each other grow. Where I think on the other side of the reviewers thing, you thought that there was probably a lot more competition and it was really cutthroat almost.
And it's not cutthroat at all.
It isn't this where we feel. I've already gotten second place to Gary. I don't need to lose another one.
But yeah, I just really want to thank everybody, man. Whether you've shared a post, you've bought from me, you've gave me feedback, you left a review on the website, you've done any of that. This is my third hand. But if you've done any of that, I just want to thank you guys. Like, it means way more than anybody ever knows. Hi. It allows me to be
hello
more creator than I am. But yeah.
So we got about 3 hours before Gravedigger releases. Make sure you grab it. Yes. It's probably going to sell out. The Rebel is going to restock in just oil as well.
Oil only.
Oil only. Make sure you grab that one. Issachar is available right now at biblicalbeard.com. It's been available since 11 a.m. Oil butter combos only. If you want more than one of the tribes of Israel, there are 9 of them. Use offer code Israel. It's buy one, get one 50% off.
Go support this dude. This dude makes great stuff. Literally. I've been rocking with this dude for like 4 years now. 4 years.
Since day one. He's been Mr. Day One. And it's not because we look alike. He's trying to hop on the train of the handsomeness.
Nope. It's because I love what he does. Great dude, great owner, quality before quantity. That's him. He's not just going to put something out to put it out. He takes his time to make sure it is what he wants it to be and what he thinks you will enjoy.
That's right. We pump out cookie dough and honeydew scents here at Bay Area Beer Co. And maybe every once in a while we make a nice tobacco or cologne scent. Sometimes. I mean, the ones I make I think are good, but there's not a lot of them. Daniel from Grindstone Grooming, grindstonegrooming.com. Make sure you check out his products. Dude, thank you for coming on. I hope that this was as good as, I love it. Not as big of an impact as me on your show, but I can't thank you enough. Hope Gravedigger does well. Hope the Rebel does great second time around. I love your fragrances. I love your scents. Great for date nights. Never had a problem. Awesome. I appreciate it.
Thanks,
man.
brother. I appreciate it. Thank you, man. Thank you so much for having me here. I appreciate it. Everybody in the chat, everybody's going to watch this in the future or listen to it in the future. Go support Bay Area Beer Company.
You guys go have some daddy time. I can see the hand creeping up.
Yeah.
It's time to go. Thanks, man. God bless. Good luck. Tune in next time.
Later, guys.